Alright, Scorpio, I just sat down with my cards, and what happened next literally made me pause. I have been reading tarot for 3 decades now, and I need to share this with you because the energy coming through is something I have not witnessed in this particular combination before. Let me walk you through what just unfolded. So I pulled the Page of Cups first, and immediately I felt this gentle wave of new emotional beginnings. This card is about being open to love messages and creative inspiration arriving in unexpected ways. For you, Scorpio, this suggests someone is about to enter your awareness or maybe already has, who brings a completely different emotional frequency than what you are used to. The Page of Cups does not arrive with drama or intensity. Instead, this person or situation comes bearing genuine feelings and a willingness to be vulnerable in ways that might actually surprise you, given your natural tendency to guard your heart. What struck me about this card in your reading is the timing feels imminent, like within days or weeks, not months. There is an invitation here, and the universe is asking you to receive it with an open heart rather than suspicion. I know that goes against every protective instinct you have, but trust me when I say the energy here is pure. This could manifest as a confession from someone you have known casually, or perhaps a completely new person sliding into your life through the most ordinary circumstances. Maybe you meet them while getting coffee or through a mutual friend at a gathering you almost did not attend. The key message from the Page of Cups is that you need to allow yourself to feel excited about emotional possibilities again, without immediately analyzing every potential outcome or searching for hidden motives. Just let yourself be curious and open to what wants to unfold. Then I drew the World, and honestly, I had to take a breath. Because this card, in combination with what came before, it is telling me that a major cycle in your life is reaching completion. The World represents fulfillment, achievement, and the successful conclusion of a long journey. For Scorpio specifically, this speaks to you finally arriving at a place of emotional wholeness that you have been working toward probably for years. All those internal battles you have fought, all the shadow work you have done, all the times you had to choose healing over revenge or closure over obsession, it has brought you to this pinnacle moment. The World says you are ready now. You are ready for the love you have been transforming yourself to receive. You are ready for the success you have been building toward in your career. You are ready to step into the next chapter as a completely different version of yourself. What makes this particularly powerful is that the World does not show up until you have genuinely integrated the lessons of your past. This is not fake it until you make it energy. This is you having done the real work, and now the universe is saying, congratulations, here is your reward. In practical terms, I see this manifesting as opportunities that reflect your growth, arriving from multiple directions simultaneously. Job offers that actually align with your values. Romantic interests who can match your emotional depth. Recognition for talents you have been developing quietly. The World also suggests travel or expansion beyond your current environment, so do not be surprised if relocation or significant movement becomes relevant very soon. The Seven of Cups appeared next, and this is where things get interesting because this card is about choices and illusions. With the World just before it, I interpret this as the universe presenting you with multiple options, but wanting you to use your hard-earned wisdom to discern what is real versus what is fantasy. Seven of Cups warns against getting lost in daydreams or making decisions based on what looks appealing on the surface. For Scorpio, I see this playing out in your romantic life specifically. You might find yourself with several potential partners or situations that all seem promising, but not all of them are what they appear to be. One might offer excitement but no stability. Another might offer security but no passion. The Seven of Cups is asking you to look beyond the initial attraction or the pretty packaging and really examine what each option offers at a soul level. What aligns with the person you have become? What matches the life you are building? There is also a warning here about self-deception. Be honest with yourself about what you truly want versus what you think you should want or what would make a good story. This card suggests that within the next few months, you will need to make a choice that feels significant, and the temptation will be to keep all your options open or to choose based on potential rather than reality. But the World before this says you already know better. You already know how to see clearly. Trust that discernment. Then came the Seven of Pentacles, and I actually smiled when I saw this because it confirms what I was already sensing about your work and finances. The Seven of Pentacles is the card of patience and assessment. It shows someone pausing to evaluate their progress and decide whether to continue investing in their current path or redirect their energy. For you, Scorpio, this indicates you are in or about to enter a phase of reviewing your career trajectory and financial strategies. You have been planting seeds, working hard, building something over time, and now you are at a point where you need to honestly assess if this is yielding the results you want. The good news is, this card generally suggests that yes, you are on the right track, but adjustments may be needed. Maybe you have been undercharging for your services or undervaluing your contributions. Maybe you have been too patient with a job that is not appreciating you. The Seven of Pentacles gives you permission to make strategic changes to increase your return on investment, whether that means asking for a raise, changing your business model, or even switching careers entirely. The energy here is not about starting over, but about optimization. You have the foundation. You have put in the work. Now it is about making smarter choices about where you direct your effort. Financially, this suggests a period of careful planning ahead. Not a crisis, but a time when being more intentional about budgeting and long-term financial goals will pay off significantly. I also sense this card is encouraging you to diversify your income sources if you have not already. Do not rely on one stream. Build multiple channels. The Sun card practically radiated off the table when I pulled it, and this is one of the most positive cards in the entire deck. The Sun represents joy, success, vitality, and clarity. Everything is illuminated. Everything is flourishing. For Scorpio, this is particularly meaningful because your sign is associated with darkness, depth, and intensity. So when the Sun shows up in your reading, it signals a period of emerging into the light after a long time in the shadows. This could manifest as a renewed sense of optimism and energy that you have not felt in years. Depression or heaviness that has been weighing on you starts to lift. Situations that felt complicated suddenly become clear. The Sun also brings recognition and visibility, so if you have been working on something creative or professional, expect it to gain attention and praise. People see you. People appreciate you. Your talents are being acknowledged. In your personal life, the Sun suggests a relationship or connection that brings pure joy and warmth. This is not complicated love. This is not toxic intensity. This is someone who makes you laugh, who sees the best in you, who brings out your playful side. If you are already in a relationship, the Sun indicates a renewal of happiness and passion. If you are single, the Sun says the person coming is going to feel like sunshine after a storm. They restore your faith in good things. The timing on this card feels like late spring or summer, literally or metaphorically, so the next several months hold tremendous positive potential. The Sun also encourages you to be more visible and confident. Step out of the shadows. Let people see the real you. The response will be better than you expect. Next, I pulled the King of Pentacles, and this card speaks to mastery in the material realm. The King of Pentacles is wealthy, successful, reliable, and grounded. He has built an empire through discipline and smart decisions. For you, Scorpio, this card suggests you are either becoming this energy yourself or attracting it into your life. If we are talking about romance, the King of Pentacles represents a partner who is financially stable, mature, and able to provide security. This is not someone who just talks about their dreams. This is someone who has already built something real. They own property or have investments or run a successful business. They are generous but practical. They value quality and are willing to invest in what matters. If this card represents you, then it is confirming you are stepping into your own power as someone who can create abundance and stability for yourself. You are becoming the provider, the builder, the person others can depend on. In career terms, the King of Pentacles might represent a mentor or boss who recognizes your value and helps elevate you. Or it could signify you reaching a level of professional success where you have authority and resources. What I love about this card in your spread is that it confirms the financial improvements suggested by the Seven of Pentacles. You are not just working towards security. You are actually achieving it. The King of Pentacles also advises you to be strategic and patient with investments. Think long-term. Build something that lasts. Do not chase quick wins. The energy here is about sustainable wealth and success that compounds over time. The Five of Pentacles appeared, and I will be honest, this card initially concerned me because it represents hardship, financial struggle, and feeling left out in the cold. But in the context of your overall reading, I interpret this differently. The Five of Pentacles is not predicting poverty or disaster for you. Instead, it is highlighting fears you carry about scarcity and not having enough. For Scorpio, who already tends toward intensity and worst-case scenario, thinking this card suggests your anxiety about money or security might be worse than your actual situation. Yes, you might go through a temporary period of tightness or unexpected expenses, but the Sun and King of Pentacles surrounding this card tell me you will get through it and actually be fine. The Five of Pentacles can also indicate feeling excluded or like you do not belong somewhere. Maybe you feel like an outsider in your workplace or social circle. Maybe you worry you are not successful enough or accomplished enough compared to others. The message here is that these feelings are based on comparison and perception, not reality. You have more resources and support available than you realize. The Five of Pentacles also encourages you to ask for help when you need it, rather than suffering in silence out of pride. There is no shame in seeking assistance, whether financial, emotional, or practical. Another interpretation is that this card represents someone in your life who is going through hardship, and you might be in a position to help them. Given the King of Pentacles in this reading, you actually have the resources to extend that support. Overall, I see the Five of Pentacles as a reminder to stay grounded and practical about money while not letting fear dictate your decisions. Keep building. Keep believing in your ability to create abundance. Temporary setbacks do not define your overall trajectory. Then I drew the Five of Cups, and this card brought up themes of grief and disappointment. The Five of Cups shows someone focused on what they have lost rather than what remains. For Scorpio, this suggests you are still processing emotional losses or disappointments from your past. Maybe a relationship that ended badly. Maybe a betrayal that cut deep. Maybe opportunities you feel you missed. The Five of Cups acknowledges this pain is real and your feelings about it are valid. However, this card also gently points out that while you are focused on the spilled cups, you are missing the two cups still standing behind you. There is still good in your life. There are still people who love you. There are still possibilities ahead. The message is not to bypass your grief, but to not get stuck in it either. Scorpio, you have a tendency to hold on to emotional wounds and replay painful memories, and this card is saying it might be time to turn around and see what else is available to you. In practical terms, the Five of Cups suggests you might need to have a good cry or allow yourself to fully feel your disappointment about something before you can move forward. Do not suppress it, but also do not let it consume you. If there is someone you need to forgive yourself or others, now is the time. The appearance of this card alongside the sun tells me that joy is trying to reach you, but you have to be willing to release some of the sorrow you have been carrying. Another angle is that you might hear news about a past situation or person that brings up old feelings. Someone from your past might reach out with an apology or explanation. Whether you choose to engage with that is entirely up to you, but the cards suggest it could provide some closure if you are open to it. The Four of Cups came next, and this card depicts someone sitting under a tree, looking bored or dissatisfied with three cups in front of them, while a fourth cup is being offered from a cloud. They are so focused on their dissatisfaction that they do not even notice the new opportunity. For Scorpio, this card is a direct warning. You are at risk of becoming so cynical or jaded about love work or life in general that you miss genuine opportunities when they arrive. The Four of Cups suggests apathy or emotional withdrawal. You have been disappointed before, so now you are protecting yourself by not wanting anything or anyone. You tell yourself you are fine alone. You convince yourself nothing will work out anyway, so why bother? But this card is saying that a genuine offer is coming or already here, and if you dismiss it out of fear or stubbornness, you will regret it. This ties back to the Page of Cups at the beginning of your reading. Someone is extending an emotional invitation to you, and the Four of Cups warns that your first instinct might be to reject it or ignore it because you have your walls up. Please do not do that. At least give this person or opportunity a real chance before you decide. The Four of Cups also suggests you might be taking for granted some of the good things already in your life. Maybe you have become complacent in a relationship or numb to your daily blessings. This card invites you to wake up and actually see what you have and what is being offered. Meditation or time in nature might help you reconnect with your emotional center and remember what you truly want. The answer is not to need less or want less. The answer is to open your heart again despite the risks. Finally, I pulled the Two of Cups, and honestly, after everything else, this card feels like the universe saying, yes, this is where you are heading. The Two of Cups is the relationship card. It represents partnership, mutual attraction, emotional connection, and balanced love. This is two people coming together as equals with genuine care and respect for each other. For Scorpio, this card promises that after all the disappointment shown in the Five of Cups and the emotional guardedness of the Four of Cups, you are moving toward a beautiful partnership. This could be romantic, but it could also be a deep friendship or business partnership. The key is reciprocity. What you give, you receive. What you feel is felt in return. The Two of Cups says this connection is worth opening your heart for. This is not one-sided. This is not toxic. This is not going to repeat old patterns. This is something new and healthy and potentially long-lasting. If you are already in a relationship, the Two of Cups indicates a renewal of your bond and moving to a deeper level of commitment. Maybe you move in together or get engaged or finally have those important conversations you have been avoiding. If you are single, the Two of Cups confirms someone is coming who will meet you where you are and love you for exactly who you are. The timing feels soon, like within the next few months. This card also suggests healing through connection. You do not have to do everything alone. Let someone in. Let someone support you. Let someone see your vulnerability. The Two of Cups promises that when you do, the reward is a relationship that nourishes your soul and makes you believe in love again. Okay, Scorpio, let me step back and look at this entire reading as a whole, because the story these cards are telling is honestly beautiful. You are at the end of a major life cycle shown by the world and about to step into a period of joy and success shown by the sun. The Page of Cups and Two of Cups bookend this reading with a clear message that love is coming for you and it is going to be real and reciprocal. But between those positive cards, we have some challenges. The Seven of Cups warns about illusions and needing to choose wisely. The Five of Pentacles highlights financial fears or temporary struggles. The Five of Cups acknowledges grief you are still carrying. The Four of Cups warns against closing yourself off out of self-protection. These challenges are not predictions of disaster. They are the final test before your breakthrough. They are the universe asking, are you really ready for what you have been asking for? Have you truly healed? Can you recognize real love when it arrives? Will you stay focused on your goals even when things feel uncertain? The Seven of Pentacles and King of Pentacles in this spread tell me you are building real financial security and success. You are becoming someone who can provide for yourself and others. You are developing mastery in your field. The work you have been doing is paying off and will continue to pay off as long as you stay strategic and patient. What I find most powerful about this reading is that every single card points to you being on the verge of major positive transformation. The difficulties shown are either things you are moving through or internal blocks you need to release. Nothing here is insurmountable. Nothing here is permanent. Everything is leading you toward fulfillment in love, career, and personal happiness. My advice to you, Scorpio, is this. Stay open even when your instinct is to close off. Choose real substance over pretty illusions. Keep investing in yourself and your goals. Let yourself feel your disappointments fully and then let them go. Notice the good that already exists in your life. And when that person shows up bearing genuine feelings for you, please give them a real chance. You have done the work. You have transformed yourself. Now let yourself receive the blessings that transformation has earned you. I would love to hear if any of this resonates with your current situation. Have you been feeling like you are on the edge of something big? Have you been struggling with staying open versus protecting yourself? Let me know in the comments what is happening in your world right now, because this reading has such specific energy. I have a feeling some of you are going to recognize yourself immediately in these messages. Sending you so much love and light, Scorpio. Your time is coming, and it is going to be even better than you have let yourself hope for.